Our topic is about indigenous science and technology in the Philippines.
So our topic for today is indigenous science and technology in the Philippines. So this lesson discussing on how people in the early times used their capacity of intelligence to create invention and develop alternative ideas and explain the world around them, which then helped them survive in their daily lives. So this idea falls under the terms called indigenous knowledge. So indigenous knowledge refers to understanding, skills, and philosophies developed in societies with long history and interaction with their natural surrounding. So why indigenous knowledge are important? So indigenous knowledge system provides problem-solving strategy for local communities and especially the poor. So, understanding is kaalaman kung para asa ang mga kutang, then sa skills is na sila kakayahan na ma-improve ang mga kutang na kung gusto nila ma-improve. Then, philosophy is katuohan kung ug mga kakayahan, then ug mga nailhan nila nga kutang or gusto nila nga ma-improve. So, example of indigenous knowledge systems. Number 1 is production of weather. Number 2 is using herbal medicines. And number 3, preserving of foods. Then number 4 is selecting good seeds for planting. Then number 5, classifying plants and animals into families. Then, so, daghan pag example ang indigenous knowledge system, pero this is the one of example of indigenous knowledge system. Indigenous science. Indigenous science is a part of the indigenous knowledge system practiced by different groups of people and early civilization 2001, Makap 2004, CBC 2004. So, diba, nag-develop sila nag-develop atong mga kanunuan sa mga ideas or mga indigenous knowledge katong giunsaw nato paggamit or pag-apply sa atong mga daily activities mao to gitawag na indigenous science.
Hi everyone, I'm Maya Balatukan from BA 2B. These reports are the continuation of Camparin's report. Agriculture. Agriculture is part of indigenous science and technology in the Philippines. First is Sweden farming. Sweden farming is pagkatapos silang lampason is ilasang sunugon adisar sila magtanom. Next is agricultural cycle. Agricultural cycle is the season kung kanus sila magsugod og tanom. Na itulo ka parts ang agricultural cycle, which is Pindopi, Mian, and Pimiris. Pindopi is June to September, Mian is December to January, Pimiris is March to April. Next is the constellation Orion. The constellation Orion known as Balatik. Ito ay mga bituing nakahiliran na pantay-pantay. Ito ay makikita natin sa buwan na Pebrero. Ito ay pinaniniwalaan nila na ito ay hihudyat kung kailan tayo magsisimula or to start planting. Second is technology. It includes pottery, weaving, finer metal craft, and video. Pottery is mao niyang isa sa ilang technology which is paghimo og banga. Next is weaving or paghabi. Next is finer metal craft. Ang ginagamit nila ani is mga metal to make a craft. Next is video or also known as bangkaw. Muna ilang ginagamit pag pangisda or panghuli ng mga hayop. The third part of indigenous science and technology in the Philippines is producing wines. Number 1 is tapi or called rice wine. They make it from black rice, manang gitawag siya og rice wine. Next is lambanog or We called it tuba. This is from the coconut, or it is the juice of coconut. The next is the types of their houses. Number one is built their house on a hillside. Mo yung mga balay nga makita nato sa bagilid or ginatarok nila sa like pampang. Number 2 is hut. Hut is made of wood, mud, grass, or stones. Mostly makita nato ni sa Africa. Africa ang ilang mga bubong is kugon, ilang mga dingding is bato nga naka-file-file. Number 3, Subanon house. Subanon house is this is a type of house nga mga tag-as og silong or tag-as og mga haligi. And the next is Indigenous Peoples' Right Act of 1987 or IPRA with Republic Act 8371. They implement this Republic Act to protect the rights of indigenous community and indigenous people as well. Indigenous beliefs. According to Johnston 2000, indigenous beliefs also develop desirable values. There are 4 attitudes according to Johnston. Number 1 is motivating attitudes. Practice of motivating people by influencing their thought and behavior. Next is cooperating attitudes. It influences a person's desire and willingness to cooperate and produce an emotional response. Third is ethical attitudes, making sensible decisions and choice. Fourth is reflective attitudes, a willingness to think about things that you don't understand. Take note that indigenous science or science is not all about biology, laboratory apparatus, but it is also comes from process skills. Indigenous science uses science process skills. Number 1 is observing, comparing, classifying, measuring, problem solving, inferring, communicating, and predicting. Next is indigenous science guided by community, culture, and values. Since our ancestors and indigenous people have natural idealism, manang nagtusi mo nilang gituuhan. First is the land is a source of life. Second is the earth is reversed as Mother Earth. Ang earth daw is opposite sa Mother Earth. Third is all living and non-living things are interconnectedness. Ang living and non-living things are connected lang daw sila. Fourth is human beings are stewards of the land and other natural resources. Our ancestors ang ilang gituuhan is kita ang stewards or tagapangalaga ng kalikasan. Indigenous science composed of traditional knowledge. First is ethnobiology. Ethnobiology, it is the study between the relationship of human and the environment. Next is ethnomedicine. Ethnomedicine or their medicine is herbal and spiritual practices only. Last is indigenous farming method. Indigenous farming method is mo niyang pamaagi sa ilang pagtanom or pagdaro or terracing. The example of terracing is sa Banawi Rice Terrace.